Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning in Indonesia, and perhaps good afternoon and even good evening for some countries. I'm Arcel from the Indonesian Emergency and Disaster Nurses Associations. So in this opportunity, I would like to discuss one of emerging methodologies in program or interventions evaluations called realist methodology. The title of my presentations would be What Works for Whom, How, and Under What Circumstances. So using realist methodology in evaluating complex health interventions. So evaluation of complex interventions requires a comprehensive and systematic approach. So the question is what characteristic should possess by an interventions that are considered a complex intervention. So the number of interacting components could be the people involved in the interventions, such as healthcare professional, patients, and clients, and including their behaviors, as well as the systems and related groups, organization, or intervention, or institutions. So this all could consider as a complex interventions. And the connectivity or interactions among the component shows nonlinear relationship and feedback loops where individuals components of an interventions are linked together in a system, so they influence each other's. As you can see on my slide, complex interventions also included number of variability of the outcomes. So it's not simply increased cost benefits or knowledge or skills, but there are a lot of more interacting components within the outcomes. Complex interventions usually include behavior interventions or non-pharmacological interventions. So not just an RCT, randomized control trial, or quasi-experimental. So those two are not considered as complex interventions. So complex interventions, for instance, pay for performance interventions to improve health service quality or a heart integrated care programs involving trial of primary care interventions for risk reductions in cardiovascular disease. So in interventions that require an interactions and involvement of different level of policy makers, systems, organizations, healthcare professionals, etc. Available methods to evaluate an interventions or a program mainly only address the what questions. For instance, what outcomes is expected from an intervention? Is it increasing knowledge, skills, or cost effectiveness? However, such information is insufficient to provide data for decision making, which is the primary goal of conducting program evaluations. So it's not enough with the what questions. Therefore, in 1997, Professor Pausens and Thiele introduced realist evaluations. So realist evaluations is a methodology to evaluate a program or an interventions using a heuristic tools called context, mechanisms, and outcome. So this tool allow potential explanations regarding causal interactions among essential component of an interventions. For instance, if we could see the slide here, why was an interventions A, for instance, successful in achieving an expected outcome in region X, but not in region Y? Under what circumstances or context do the interventions work in region X and doesn't work in region Y? So are the characteristic of populations and policy affecting the interventions? Which one and how does this happen? So all of the above can be used to inform the preparation of implementation of an intervention in region Z, for instance, and fix how intervention A conducted in region Y. Making the realist evaluations provides better data for both policy and practice. So the key features offered by the realist evaluations include it use the context mechanisms and outcome heuristic tools, and it could be used both quantitative and qualitative approach, and it offers causal explanations. And there is a certain approach to do literature review called realist review or realist synthesis. There are some challenges were reported when using realist evaluation as a methodology to evaluate a program. These challenges caused by a lack of prescribed methodology. However, for the past 20 years, there has been an increased realist informed methodological guideline, abductive and retroductive, data analysis and synthesis, and retroductive theorizing. So I think that's all for my presentations today. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yay.